Okay, hi guys, Lois here, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about a new topic in Chapter 2 of Grade 10 Math, and this will be midpoint and distance between 2 points. So okay, let's move on to our first topic is midpoint. The midpoint here is the exactly center point of a line segment. For example, here I got 2 points, which is A and B, form a line segment, and the midpoint is this point, which is the center, right? So how can we find the midpoint of the line segment AB right here? I will name it as M, stand for midpoint, right? So how can we find that? There are easy formula that we will know that is M is equal to XA plus XB divided by 2, and the Y of M is YA plus YB divided by 2. The simple way to remember this is which is the average number between the coordinates of 2 points. So that will give us the coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment. Okay, just remember XA plus XB divided by 2 and YA plus YB divided by 2. Take the average number of that. So how can we know in this situation, which is we got XA is -2, so M here is -2 plus XB is 4 divided by 2, and YA is 0 and YB is 2, so it's divided by 2. Therefore M here we got is 2 -2 plus 4 divided by 2 is 1, and here is also 1. So the coordinates of M is 1, which we can also easily see on here is also equal to 1 and 1, right? So let's try this example. Find the midpoint of the line segment AB, where A is 10 and B is 0, 20. I can give the coordinate plane here. This is 5, and this is 10, and this also 15, and this 20, right? It's 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, here's 0. X. So how can we find that? The A, which is here, is the point A, and the B is this point. So how can we find the midpoint? We just use that formula that I mentioned before, which is XA plus XB divided by 2 and YA plus YB divided by 2. So in this we got M, let M is the midpoint of AB, of AB, okay, and M here is coordinate is equal to 10 plus 0 divided by 2, and the Y of that is equal to 10 plus 20 divided by 2, which we can easily calculate is 5 and 15, right? So the point here, M here, is 5 and 15. Is that correct on our plane coordinate plane? It's correct, right? It's 5 and here is 15, right? Okay, let's try another example, which is a little bit different from the previous one, but we can use the same method, which is the formula that I mentioned. For this, let M is the midpoint of the line segment AB. We need to find a B coordinate where A is have this coordinate, which is 1 and 2, right? So I just put it here, A, E1 and 2, and M here is 4 and 7. here's the b, which is, I don't know, xb and yb, right? So how can we find that? As we know that the m is the midpoint, so we got the formula m is equal to 1 plus xb divided by 2. And 7 is 2 plus yb divided by 2. And we already know the coordinate of m already, right? So therefore, we got this system is 4 equal to 1 plus xb divided by 2, and 7 is equal to 2 plus yb divided by 2, right? So in this, some of these equation, we can see that xb right here plus 1 is need to be equal to 8, which is xb is equal to 7, right? And at the same of this situation, yb plus 2 need to be equal to 2 multiple with 7, which is 14. Therefore, yb is equal to 12. So b here is 7 and 12, right? And we've done this question. Okay. And this is the next topic, is the distance between 2 points. As a given is here, I got, for example, I got the A and B form a line segment. How can we calculate the distance between two of these points, right? So as you learned before about the Pythagorean theorem, which is C is equal to A, C square is equal to A square plus B square, whether there's a triangle, right triangle. This one is A, and this one is B, and this one is C, right? So we can use this formula to solve this, to prove that we can calculate this by Pythagorean. So I already get the line right here, right? So I need to get another line, which is this one and this one, right? And therefore I call this A, this is B, and this is C. So this is a right triangle. So therefore I easily got that A square plus B square is equal to C square, right? And in this question, in this example, that will be like this, because the B is 4 and 2, right? And A is 1 and 1. A is 1 and 1. Therefore, I got the A, which is A will be 2 minus 1 is 1. And B here is 4 minus 1 is 3. Therefore, the C here is just simple. We got the square root A square plus B square equal to 1 square plus 3 square under square root is square root of 10, right? So C here is equal to 10. And can we get the formula of that? The formula is this one. The distance between 2 points is equal to x2 minus x1 square and y2 minus y1 square. This is because we used this theorem before. Okay, with this, how can we use that to apply in the example? in the question. So let's try this example. Calculate the distance. A is 2 and 6, and B is 3 and 7, right? So we got the D, just square root of, this is the x of B, right? So 3 minus 2 square plus 7 minus 6 square equal to 1 plus 1 under square root. So if this is equal to 2 radical, right? It's okay. We can also, in this question, I want to mention about this. As you can see, 1 square is equal to minus 1 square, right? So we don't need to consider which is the second point. We can consider whatever is the first point and second point. That doesn't matter, because when we square root, that the elimination will be the same thing. It's not gonna change, right? So we can try at this first solution, I use B at the second point, but as this one I would use A at the second point, which is 2 minus 3 under this the radical square root plus 6 minus 7 square, and this will give us the same answer, which is minus 1 square plus minus 1 square is also radical 2 radical, right? Okay, this is the last example of today. We got C is equal to 9 and 3, and D is 5 and 7. So here's the formula. X2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So in here, the D is just equal to 5, right? 5 minus 9 square plus 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3. So the D here is we got is radical minus 4 square plus 4 square. Therefore, here is we got minus 4 power 2 is 16, and this one is also 16, which is equal to radical 32. And we can simple that is, which is 4 multiple with square root of 2, right? And okay, this is the end of the lesson already. So if you need extra help, you can check in the description and reach out to me through Gmail or Facebook. I'm happy to help. Thank you.